Good evening and happy Friday as we welcome you into the Vermeer Heartland Gymnasium here at Miami Trace High School as the Panthers are set to host the Unioto Shermans in a non-conference season opening matchup for both squads here tonight. Along with John Bruce, my name is Dewey Daly as we welcome you into tonight's coverage. John, these two teams opened up with each other in Frenchtown a season ago. The Shermans came out on top in that one, and both teams eventually went on to win their respective conferences. Should be in for another great installment of this matchup here tonight.
Yeah, it should be a fun one. It's the first game for Matt Holmes as the Unioto head coach after a long-time career at Benton County. And, Matt Hoops stepped down after, I believe, it's 17 seasons. So a little bit different look for Unioto, but should still be pretty much the exact same style and passion on the sideline, because Matt Combs won 366 games at Benton County, won a whole lot of games, reaching an Elite Eight with the Vikings, an outstanding coach. And then on the other side, you've got a Miami Trace team that still has a lot of talent, a lot of good size. This one should be a really fun matchup.
Yep, for Miami Trace, they're bringing back Adam Guthrie, a second-team all-district selection on the hardwood a season ago. John, 39 Division I offers on the gridiron. Great athlete for the Panthers and head coach Ben Ackley.
Yeah, one of the top linemen in the area, but you'll see a little bit of it tonight because of how good his footwork is. His feet are really high level, and that's one of the reasons why a lot of these Division I schools like him, not only for his size, strength, and just skill, but also that footwork he's got. It is the next level, and that's why he's going to be playing Division I football.
And John, this is a Miami Trace team that, due to graduation, they lose Colton May, Brady Armstrong, Austin Bodecker, and Carson Osborne from last year's squad. Grant Guess makes the move to Kettering Alter, but this is still a team that has brought back a ton of young talent.
Yeah, the Guess loss is big because, that's a Kettering Alter team that won the state championship last year. So if he could play there, obviously he could have really helped this Miami Trace team out. But it's a lot of talent coming back on this team. Julian Baker, a next-level athlete. I've heard really good things about Gage Bowers, a freshman who's getting the start tonight. And then Sky Salyers and Trey Robinette also in the starting lineup. It's a team with a lot of athletes, maybe not the most basketball experience coming back besides Guthrie, but it's a team that I'm sure is going to get at you. They're really well coached. Coach Ben Ackley has done an outstanding job here, first with the girls program and now with the boys program as well.
And John, last season, Unioto 18-6, 13-1. They finish in first place in the South Valley Conference. They return to their site of their last matchup a season ago, I believe a sectional final loss to a Logan Elm team that really caught fire down the stretch last season.
Yeah, it was on that far basket. It's on the basket where Unioto's warming up right now is where the season more or less ended for them, as Nehemiah Wall had a, not coast to coast, but went from about the far elbow to the basket, scored with 1.1 second left to punch a ticket to the convo, and Unioto came up one game short. So for them, it's going to be try to dust off those ghosts a little bit. It's going to be interesting to see the big guys tonight, as Adam Guthrie missed the end of football season, didn't play in a couple of their scrimmages. See if he's up to 100%, and KB Perkins for Unioto came off of a season-ending knee injury in baseball, missed all of football. He's been cleared. He'll be ready to go tonight, but we'll see how much he can play at one time.
And John, this is a Unioto team that's bringing back 3 of their top 5 scorers from a season ago. You talk about Blake Fitch, you talk about Blake Hoops, and you talk about KB Perkins. Those are the 3 big returners for first-year head coach Matt Combs. A lot of new faces and a lot of players that are going to have to step into new roles for this Sherman squad this season.
Yeah, Fitch was outstanding down the stretch for them last year when they lost Zeke Showblock, who was their leading scorer. Fitch had to step up and be that leading scorer. And then also Caden Cutright, someone else who's getting, I believe, his first start tonight. Last year, ended up shooting 46% from 3 for them when he had to come in and play big minutes. So it's going to be interesting to see how they fill in some of these new spots. Jackson Zinkbus had a great football season. It's going to be interesting to see what he can do. It's just going to be an outstanding should be an outstanding start for us tonight.
Shermans and Panthers season opening tip-off up next after this.
Hey, my Mike Glockner here from the Glockner family of dealerships. Want to talk to you about our express service that we offer at every Glockner location. Did you know that you don't need an appointment if you need a routine service done to your vehicle? All you have to do is show up. No appointment necessary. Stop by and let us serve you at any Glockner location today.
Glo Fiber is now in Ohio. And with gig speed fiber internet, we're keeping things real. As in real reliable speeds. Real people who really want to talk to you. Not to mention, real simple pricing. Switch to Glo Fiber today to get real fast, real reliable fiber internet and your first month free. Glo Fiber is here. Welcome to Glo-Ohio. Call 1-833-WANT-GLO or visit glofiber.com to switch today.
Since 1853, Tomlinson Insurance has been protecting families, farms, and businesses in our community. As an independent agency, we offer personalized coverage for your auto, home, farm, and business, plus health and life insurance too. And we proudly partner with Erie Insurance to give you peace of mind with reliable coverage at competitive rates. Tomlinson Insurance. Let our history be your future. Call us today at 740-773-4181 or visit us at tomlinsonins.com.
Mark. 6 months of training. 8 miles to go. A 3-way tie for almost last place.
Look good in these shorts, right?
And 3 years since he and his team at Ohio Health left cancer in the dust.
If there's not a Par-Mar store near you now, there will be soon. That's the slogan, and that's what we believe at Par-Mar stores. From groceries to gas and all the other stuff you need, Par-Mar has it. Download the Par-Mar app for even more savings, and don't forget the Par-Mar rewards card too. We also believe in being a big part of your community, so look for us at the ball game or wherever you are. Shop us today, like us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and remember, if there's not a Par-Mar store near you now, there will be soon.
Caleb Williams has transferred to Wendy's for the new loaded nacho cheeseburger.
This burger's my inspiration, and I just hope to inspire you.
Oh, you have inspired us.
Thought we were doing names on the headband.
Get it together. Choose wisely. Choose Wendy's new loaded nacho cheeseburger.
This broadcast is brought to you in part by Willie & Son Trucking. Willie & Son Trucking has been a proud supporter of local student athletes, coaches, and athletic programs throughout its history. Be sure to look out for the Shack Athlete of the Week presented by Willie & Son Trucking each week at SOSAOhio.com.
We welcome you back to the Vermeer Heartland Gymnasium. Here in Miami Trace High School, tip-off moments away. The starting five for both squads here tonight will start with the Unioto Shermans. It's Blank Hoops, KB Perkins, Blank Fitch, Caden Cutright, and Jackson Zickafoos. For the Panthers, Gage Bowers, Julian Banker, Trey Robinette, Sky Salyers, and Adam Guthrie. John, for the Panthers, a freshman and a sophomore in the starting lineup for head coach Ben Ackley.
Yeah, that just kind of shows the depth that they have right now. The Bowers, everything I've heard is high praise for him.
So tip-off goes with the Panthers. First offensive trip down on this end. It's Banker underneath. The first shot, no good. Gets the stick back to go.
Yeah, already for offensive rebounds, and that's going to be a big thing for the Shermans. It's controlling the boards.
Now the first trip on the offensive side here in 2024 for the Shermans.
Look for a lot of zone play from Miami Trace.
Zickafoos feed down low to Perkins. Perkins now to Fitch. Now back out beyond the arc. Blake hoops from downtown, connects from three.
Well, that's a big play early. Hoops, it took him a while during last season to find his range. Already hits one early.
Salyers gets it across the timeline. Panthers now into the half-court offense. Guthrie down low, up for the layup, draws the foul. He'll head to the line for 2 shots. The first foul tonight called on KB Perkins.
Yeah, the problem with Perkins on that was he just got out too far. And so as soon as Guthrie gets a step on him, he's just big, strong, tough. And really, Perkins could have got called for one on the first play of the game. So kind of fortunate that he doesn't have 2 fouls already less than a minute into the contest.
Guthrie knocks down the first of 2. Second free throw coming up. We're tied 3-3. Second free throw from Guthrie gives the Panthers a 4-3 lead here in the first minute of tonight's contest. Shermans continue to move the ball around the top of the key, moving the ball through their offense. Perkins from the baseline, top of the key, Fitch, dribble drive, kicks it out, hoops, another three, this time from the right wing, off the front iron, won't go. Jackson Zickafoos, an offensive rebound, his putback is no good, and it flies out of bounds off the Shermans Miami Trace basketball. So 2 possessions, 2 threes, and a putback for the Shermans. Salyers brings it across the timeline. Fitch not making it easy on Salyers. Now Baker, top of the key, one of the more dynamic young talents on the football field in the coverage area. Give and go, Guthrie underneath, count it, and the foul.
Yeah, and it's just being lazy on the play. And I know he's coming back from an injury, but for Perkins, he just lets his man cut his face, and it's just more effort from Adam Guthrie, and that's why he gets to the line for the three-point play.
Guthrie's second trip to the line here in the first quarter, knocked down the pair the first time around. Now 5 points on the night for Guthrie. Panthers lead by 4. Into the left corner, Caden Cutright can't connect from downtown. Rebound goes to the Panthers, it's Julian Baker. Panthers now quickly down the floor. Baker underneath, can't get it to go off the glass. Baker the offensive rebound to keep the possession alive. Stick back is good for the sophomore. 9-3 Miami Trace.
Miami Trace just playing harder at this point. Julian Baker winning that possession. On the other end, it was Trey Robinette that won the possession.
Sherman's trying to get it into the low post. It's Salyers who pokes it away for the steal. Guthrie now going to work down low on Perkins. Nice interior defense from KB Perkins, forces the miss, and Hoops corrals the rebound. Sherman's now the other way. Blake Fitch off the front iron. Rebound goes to the Panthers. It's poked quickly right back by Unioto as Fitch corrals it at the top of the key. Now Blake Hoops, a right wing three, connects from downtown. Hoops is now 2 of 3 from beyond the arc.
That's a big shot. A big play by Caden Cutright to keep that possession alive after the first miss.
Sherman's forced to take away. Blake Fitch on the break, kicks it into the corner to Zickafoos, now out to Cutright. Left wing three, off the rim, won't go. Rebound Bowers.
So we have third whistle against the Shermans. Nothing so far for Miami Trace. But that's going to happen with the Unioto. They have not, they've shot 1-2 and it was 1 putback. Everything else has been from the long range so far.
So a 9-6 lead for Miami Trace. It's Trey Robinette set to inbound up the right sideline. Robinette swings it across court. Now it's Baker. Feed inside to Guthrie. Up and in for 2.
Guthrie with 7 points already. Good find there. Dawson Mitchell, a junior, getting his first real varsity minutes here. He's got some really good length.
Underneath Mitchell. Turns it over. Robinette on the break, ahead to Baker. Back to Robinette. Up with the right hand. Can't get it to go. Rebound Cutright. Fitch on the drive. Feeds it to Mitchell, who drops it up and in for 2. Cuts the lead down to 3 for Miami Trace.
Third assist now for Blake Fitch. Does a good job. Mitchell shakes off that earlier miss.
Rebound goes to the Shermans. It's Blake Fitch up the right sideline. Fitch into the corner. Caden Cutright from downtown ties it up at 11 apiece.
Now, Cutright shot 46% from three last year. A lot of it was the corners. That's his first look from the corner. The other two were from the wings. Only 1 for 3 so far, but buries that one. 4 assists now for Blake Fitch.
Under 3 minutes to go in the first quarter. Guthrie, Coscourt, Robinette from downtown. The Panthers are back out in front by 3.
Good find by Guthrie, using that size to just pick out his teammate who hits a corner 3 of his own.
Sherman's now into the half court. 15-footer from Cutright, drops it in for 2.
5 now for Caden Cutright. Knocking down that corner 3. That time faking, getting to the mid-range, knocking it down, cuts it to a 1-point lead.
14-13 Miami Trace, 2:13 to go in the quarter. Robinette underneath, can't get it to go off the window. Dawson Mitchell the rebound. Sherman's quickly the other way. It's Shoemaker up top. Or check that, it was Jackson Zickafoos for the layup.
I don't know how you missed that call. He gets hit in the head right in front of the official. Should have been a chance for a 3-point play.
Robinette swings it across the court to Salyers. Now Bowers top of the key. Entry pass to Guthrie. One-on-one with Mitchell. Hands it off to Baker. It's stripped away. As Guthrie re-corrals the loose ball, and the Panthers back out in front by 1.
And that was going through some contact as well. It's our third lead change.
Taken away by the Panthers on the break. It's Robinette. 2-on-1 break, and Robinette is fouled. He'll head to the line for 2 shots.
The Panthers 3 for 3 at the line so far. Robinette knocked down that 1-3. Short on the first one. Got a couple subs in for Unioto for the first time. It's going to be Isaac Coy and David Long into the game. Got Cade Whitaker into the game for the first time for Miami Trace. And Connor Napier as well.
Second shot for Robinette is no good. Rebound goes to Cutright. 60 seconds to go in the opening quarter. A 1-point lead for Miami Trace. Mitchell back out to Fitch, top of the key. Now back to Fitch once again. 45 seconds to go in the first. Underneath Mitchell, a short-range jumper, drops it in for 2. 4 points now for Dawson Mitchell, and a 1-point lead for Unioto.
It's good play design there. Isaac Coy setting the screen inside. Mitchell knocking down the little baseline J.
Right side, Bowers. Right corner 3 for Miami Trace is no good. It was Cade Whitaker. On the shot, a foul on Miami Trace. Julian Baker picks up his first of the night.
That's the first foul against the Panthers.
So the Shermans a 1-point lead, possession of the basketball, 15 seconds to go here in the first.
I think they're probably going to be able to run this down and try to get a good look at the buzzer for Blake Fitch with them going back man.
Entry pass to David Long as Gage Bowers picks up the foul with a little over 7 seconds to go in the quarter.
Yeah, got fouls to give. That was going to be setting up to one of Unioto's favorite quick hitters.
Fitch sent to inbound on the baseline. Into the left corner, Caden Cutright off the top of the backboard. Rebound Bowers. 3 seconds to go. Near side, this is Armstrong from downtown, connects. And the Panthers will take a 2-point lead into the second quarter. What a play in transition by Cade Whitaker. We'll take a quick break. You're watching Ohio High School basketball on Southern Ohio Sports Authority, presented by Ohio Health.
Hey, Mike Glockner here from the Glockner family of dealerships. Want to talk to you about our express service that we offer at every Glockner location. Did you know that you don't need an appointment if you need a routine service done to your vehicle? All you have to do is show up. No appointment necessary. Stop by and let us serve you at any Glockner location today.
Richard. Countless nights in the garage. 8 shiny new pistons. 1 very happy 16-year-old granddaughter. And 2 years since starting cancer treatment at Ohio Health.
We welcome you back to the Vermeer Heartland Gymnasium here at Miami Trace High School. A 19-17 lead for the Panthers. A big-time 3 by Luke Armstrong at the horn to put the Panthers out in front by 2 as we head to the second quarter here in the first half.
Yeah, they did a good job outletting after, you say quick shot, but I mean, it's an out-of-bounds play. Get a decent look from the corner for Unioto, but then a great look for Luke Armstrong. Buries that 3 in transition. Clock has not started.
So the Panthers will start with the basketball. It was inbounded, and there was no start of the clock, so we'll try that again. And it is Unioto basketball, which was the issue.
First game for everybody.
So we'll start with the Shermans here in quarter number 2 as they trail Miami Trace 19-17 after the first 8 minutes.
I say first game for everybody, but these guys have definitely been, there's at least one home girls game.
So Finch brings it into the half court for Unioto. Entry passed along, give and go. Finch takes it right back. Jack Welch from downtown, off the rim, can't get it to go. Rebound Guthrie. Armstrong across the timeline for the Panthers. And called for a travel as the Shermans force a turnover.
Yeah, I thought he may have carried. I wasn't sure if he traveled there, but once the carry wasn't called, I thought it was going to just be a play on. So I heard them say that on the Ohio State game today about how rare it is to call a carry. So
Finch dribble drive with the left hand, turns, fades away, can't get it to go. Guthrie, another rebound for Miami Trace. Armstrong into the half court for the Panthers. Hands it off to Salyers. Now Guthrie into the high post. Guthrie one-on-one with Long. Drop stepping inside. Called for the travel. Back-to-back turnovers for Miami Trace.
It just looked like he went on the spin and may have picked the ball up a hair early on it. So Unioto looked like they were doing a little better against the zone, so Miami Trace has gone to man the last few possessions. Unioto has not scored since they've done it.
Blake Hoops driving left side, flicks it up. He is fouled, so 2 shots coming up for the 6'1 senior. A chance to tie it up at 19, 6:44 to go in the second.
Yeah, it's the first chance at the foul line for the Shermans. In the first quarter, Miami Trace was 3 for 5 at the line, with Guthrie knocking down all 3 of his attempts. Hoops had 6 in the first quarter.
Hoops unable to knock down either of the pair. Another rebound for Adam Guthrie. Cade Winokur brings it up the floor for Miami Trace. Whitaker off the screen, flips it across the court. Now Guthrie, left elbow. One-on-one, David Long. Back out Connor Napier, he recently checked in. Back to Guthrie underneath. Up with the right hand, counted, and the foul.
This Guthrie just getting him on that left arm and moving him wherever he wants on that. And he eventually gets the foul and the basket.
11 points for Adam Guthrie, just 2 minutes into the second quarter. Guthrie unable to convert the three-point play. It's a violation on Miami Trace, hands it back to Unioto, trailing by 4.
That's going to be on Cade Whitaker on the rebound.
Fitch off the screen. Back out, Blake Hoops, top of the key, 3 off the right side of the rim. Rebound, Guthrie.
Not the shot they want. Just want to keep attacking, drive and kick.
Salyers puts it on the floor, down to the baseline. Cut off by Fitch, now back beyond the arc to Adam Guthrie, who looks to go to work once again. Forced to pick up his dribble into the corner, Luke Armstrong. Feeding back to Guthrie, it's Jackson Zikafus on the breakaway. Down the court, Zikafus off the glass for 2. Shermans back within 2 points.
A very good defense, help side defense there. You know where the ball's going more times than not, so you just got to be there, help side. Jackson Zikafus is there, gets another layup.
Armstrong off the screen, dishes it off to Whitaker. Now Salyers spinning inside, taken away by Blake Fitch. Up the court, Blake Hoops on the break. Right-handed layup is good, and we're tied up at 21. Timeout, Miami Trace.
And nice job. That's 7 assists now for Blake Fitch on the game. He doesn't have a point, but 7 assists so far. Led the SVC last year in assists. Now, one thing right now, Coach Ben Ackley is trying to work the officials to let them know that Adam Guthrie is being kind of just leaned on right now by David Long, which he is, 100%. But then that may open things up to where when Guthrie has the off arm, and they don't want that called. So I would almost just take right now with Guthrie using his strength, even though there's a lot of pushing being done to him, I would almost take that over it being a super tightly called game. Because right now, I mean, he's got 11 points. He's completely dominating the game. It just happens to be tied because Unioto's hit some shots from outside.
First time out for either team tonight, John. It has been a very quick and a very fast-paced first half here at the Vermeer Heartland Gymnasium.
Yeah, not a whole lot of whistles. I think it was 5 fouls in the first, or 6 fouls in the first quarter, 3 here early in the second. So not a whole lot of stoppages. And that's kind of what you want, especially early in the season.
So Sky Salyers sent to inbound underneath his own basket. Full court press for Unioto.
And for whatever reason, it taking a week and a half to get the ball in play has allowed Unioto's entire pressure to get up there where they were not looking to be in it. Although this could be a bad third foul if Kevin Perkins picks it up, which he does. Like, you knew a bad third one was coming there.
It's just third foul tonight for KB Perkins. Still less than halfway through the second quarter. Dawson Mitchell back into the contest for head coach Matt Combs.
Mitchell played well in the first quarter. 4 points, 2 or 3 shooting, 3 rebounds. It's still a big task. You know, both juniors, but Adam Guthrie's been playing a lot of varsity basketball, and Mitchell really hasn't. So it's going to be a tough task for him to try to guard him here, but, you know, this is when you get better throughout the season.
So Gage Bowers across half court for the Panthers. Immediate pressure for Unioto. Guthrie. Left elbow extended, driving inside on Mitchell is Caden Cutright. Will be called for the foul on Adam Guthrie.
It's 2 on him. But that's why you work the officials. You work the officials. Guthrie has 2 touches, 2 fouls called immediately there for him. So,
third foul on the Shermans here in the second quarter. Whitaker sent to inbound underneath, out to Salyers. Can't connect from downtown. The Shermans unable to corral the rebound, and it'll stay on this end with Miami Trace.
Not a whole lot of action so far in this quarter. I believe it's 2-2 right now. That's could have been a third on Cutright.
Salyers, Guthrie, underneath for 2.
Yeah, he does a nice job leaning into one side and roll it back to the opposite.
13 points from Adam Guthrie. Blake Fitch driving the other way, draws the foul. It'll be the first tonight on Guthrie. Now both teams with 3 fouls here in the second quarter. Fitch sent to inbound underneath. Into hoops, top of the key, back to Fitch. Elbow extended, pulls up from 15 off the back iron, rebound Bowers. Salyers now up the sideline, poked away by Zikafus, who's called for the foul, the 4th here in the second quarter on Unioto.
His first. Right now, Perkins with 3, Cutright with 2 for the Shermans.
Julian Baker sent to inbound underneath for Miami Trace. Quickly in, Salyers up for the layup, can't get it to go. Offensive rebound, Baker. His outlet pass is taken away. A 2-on-2 break for Unioto. His Cutright slows it down. Now Fitch to Zikafus in the left corner. And back out to Fitch. He begins to direct traffic from the volleyball line. 3:40 to go in the quarter as Salyers will be calling for the defensive foul.
Yeah, and I didn't get a chance to say it. It's a bunch of ones for Miami Trace. Nobody in foul trouble yet. I think everyone that has gotten in has a foul. As the scoreboard says, all ones. Hey, you take that.
So the Shermans begin to set up their offense as Fitch creeps in from the volleyball line. Now left side, Caden Cutright. Top of the key with hoops now. Right side, Zikafus. Shermans continue to move the ball around the top of the key. Right side, Zikafus from downtown, can't connect, rebound Whitaker. Robinette pushes it ahead to Gage Bowers. Now Guthrie underneath, Whitaker wide open off the glass for 2.
Second assist for Guthrie. Good find inside. Makes it into a 4-point game.
Mid-range jumper, Blake Hoops can't connect. Another rebound for Adam Guthrie. Pushed ahead, Robinette. High arcing left side 3 won't go. Offensive rebound, Guthrie. Up for the putback, it's good. 15 points on the night for the junior. Timeout, Unioto.
It's going to be a 30. Just Guthrie, we knew it was going to be a big problem for him so far, but this quarter especially, I mean, he's got less points than he did in the first quarter, but rebounding-wise, 6 rebounds already in this quarter. He's got a couple of assists as well. He has 1 turnover, but overall, he's really done whatever he's wanted on both ends of the court. And with KB Perkins being in foul trouble and not being able to get a rebound or even a shot off, it's really limited what Unioto can do on the offensive side, where it's a lot of shooting from the outside. What they're doing right now, Miami Trace, is completely taking away Blake Fitch's ability to drive and then get in the mid-range. He has 7 assists, but without being able to score so far, it's really taken away a big part of the Unioto's offensive game.
First time out for the Shermans as they trail Miami Trace 27-21, 2:28 to go here in the first half. Adam Guthrie leads all scorers with 15. Blake Hoops leads the Shermans with 8 points on the night thus far.
Yeah, it's going to be a different zone now.
The Shermans once again work through their offense, moving the ball around the arc. Fitch into the left corner. Caden Cutright drives baseline. Right-handed runner won't go. Rebound goes to Miami Trace as Cade Whitaker brings it in. Julian Baker now in the corner. Back out to Bowers. Now Guthrie. Guthrie going to work underneath. Fading away off the glass and in for two. Adam Guthrie, 17 points on the night.
He just drops that shoulder in and gets a little space. Uses it well, and then he's so strong. It's a really good finish for Guthrie.
An 8-0 run for Miami Trace. Coming out of the timeout. Long out to Cutright, right corner three, can't get it to go. Offensive rebound goes to Unioto. Jackson Zickafoos corrals it and backs it out beyond the arc. Blake Fitch to Cutright, drives baseline, looking to get it into the paint. For David Long, it's taken away by Trey Robinette. In transition, Bowers underneath with the left hand. Tough shot, can't get it to go. Offensive rebound, Robinette, and he's fouled on the putback. Two shots coming up for the 6'3 senior.
Well, and just going back to what I said in the first quarter, right now, Miami Trace is playing harder. And that's why you get the offensive rebound there from Trey Robinette. You get the steal on the other end. You're just not playing very well, and Miami Trace playing harder.
First shot for Trey Robinette is no good. Tonight's contest is brought to you locally in part by Fayette Financial. Are you looking for an insurance agent that can talk to you that also lives where you live? If so, give Brian Pettit with Allstate a call at 740-239-5229, and he will get you all settled. Second shot for Robinette is good. He now has 4. Fitch pushes the tempo the other way. Shermans trail by 9, less than 40 seconds to go in the half. Fitch penetrates, left elbow jumper off the mark. Rebound, Salyers. Panthers now looking to slow it down. Bowers moving inside, kicks it out. Left side three for Robinette, off the back iron. Rebound goes to Blake Hoops. 13 seconds to go in the half. Hoops in transition into the left corner. Three from Jack Welch is no good. Rebound Miami Trace, and a travel called on Trey Robinette. So the Shermans will have an inbound underneath and 5 seconds to work with here in the first half, as it's been a 9-0 run since that Ben Ackley timeout around the halfway point of the second quarter. Isaac Coy will check in for David Long. First time we have seen the sophomore tonight. Fitch sent to inbound underneath, running out of time, gets it in. Zickafoos left corner. Looking to get it across the court, and it's taken away by Cade Whitaker. The Panthers will take a 30-21 lead into the break, as we will step aside. You're watching Ohio High School boys basketball on Southern Ohio Sports Authority, presented by Ohio Health.
Hey, Mike Glockner here from the Glockner family of dealerships. Want to talk to you about our express service that we offer at every Glockner location. Did you know that you don't need an appointment if you need a routine service done to your vehicle? All you have to do is show up. No appointment necessary. Stop by and let us serve you at any Glockner location today.
Glo Fiber is now in Ohio. And with gig speed fiber internet, we're keeping things real. As in real, reliable speeds. Real people who really want to talk to you. Not to mention, real simple pricing. Switch to Glo Fiber today to get real fast, real reliable fiber internet and your first month free. Glo Fiber is here. Welcome to Glo Ohio. Call 1-833-WANT-GLO or visit glofiber.com to switch today.
Since 1853, Tomlinson Insurance has been protecting families, farms, and businesses in our community. As an independent agency, we offer personalized coverage for your auto, home, farm, and business, plus health and life insurance too. And we proudly partner with Erie Insurance to give you peace of mind with reliable coverage at competitive rates. Tomlinson Insurance. Let our history be your future. Call us today at 740-773-4181 or visit us at tomlinsonins.com.
Mark. 6 months of training. 8 miles to go. A 3-way tie for almost last place.
Look good in these shorts, right?
And 3 years since he and his team at Ohio Health left cancer in the dust.
If there's not a Par Mar store near you now, there will be soon. That's the slogan, and that's what we believe at Par Mar stores. From groceries to gas and all the other stuff you need, Par Mar has it. Download the Par Mar app for even more savings, and don't forget the Par Mar rewards card too. We also believe in being a big part of your community, so look for us at the ball game or wherever you are. Shop us today, like us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and remember, if there's not a Par Mar store near you now, there will be soon.
Caleb Williams has transferred to Wendy's for the new loaded nacho cheeseburger.
This burger's my inspiration, and I just hope to inspire you.
Oh, you have inspired us.
Thought we were doing names on the headband.
Get it together. Choose wisely. Choose Wendy's new loaded nacho cheeseburger.
This broadcast is brought to you in part by Willie and Son Trucking. Willie and Son Trucking has been a proud supporter of local student athletes, coaches, and athletic programs throughout its history. Be sure to look out for the Shack Athlete of the Week presented by Willie and Son Trucking each week at SOSAOhio.com.
We welcome you back to the Vermeer Heartland Gymnasium here at Miami Trace High School. It's the Panthers out in front 30-21 after the first half. A little over 7 minutes left here in the break. John, it's been a lot of who wants to be here more and who wants to compete more. And as far as the game goes, it's been all Miami Trace.
Yeah, Unioto's made a couple of little runs. We've had 3 ties, 5 lead changes, so we've had some back and forth action. But the last, Unioto ties it at 21. They get a steal and a run out. And then after that, it's been all Miami Trace. Unioto comes out, goes to pressure, and then, KB Perkins picks up just a very obvious third foul. So he only played a little over a minute in the first half. And that's been the big difference to me is Adam Guthrie, 17.6 rebounds. Has just absolutely dominated. He's got 3 fouls on Perkins. He scored on Dawson Mitchell. He scored on David Long inside. He's really dominated this game. And then his teammates have just played super hard. I mean, that's kind of what it comes down to is they've played harder. They've won more rebounds. Yes, they have more size, but they've just wanted it more. And that's kind of what we've seen so far through 16 minutes. So for Miami Trace, as I said, 17 points, 6 rebounds, 2 assists for Adam Guthrie, 4 points, 5 rebounds for Julian Baker, 4 points for Trey Robinette, 2 points for Cade Whitaker, 3 points for Luke Armstrong. That was a big shot to end the first quarter after it looked like Unioto was going to go out of the first quarter with a lead. They miss a 3 off an inbounds play, and then it ends up being a run out for a long 3 at the buzzer for Luke Armstrong. So that's a scoring for Miami Trace for Unioto. They're led by Blake Hoops with 8 points. He's got a couple rebounds as well. 5 points for Caden Cutright, 2 rebounds, 2 steals. 4 points for Jackson Zickerfoos, 2 rebounds, 2 steals. 4 points off the bench for Dawson Mitchell along with 3 rebounds. And then maybe the big story, there are 2 leading scorers coming back in KB Perkins with no points, no rebounds. Like I said, just over a minute of gameplay. And then Blake Fitch is 0 for 4 from the field. He has 7 assists, so he's really contributed well, but he hasn't been able to score at all. And we saw at the end of the year last year for Unioto, when they got going, it was Blake Fitch. He was scoring, he averaged 12.5 points a game, but he was averaging close to 16 to 18 points over that last, month of the season? A little over a month of the season. So they need him to get going. And for Miami Trace, it's just, keep getting the ball inside. Keep getting the ball inside. Keep crashing the boards. They're doing a good job. They're switching their defenses up. When they played man, Unioto did not score a point. So it's, that's something they could look at. I know they're going to go a lot of zone to keep Guthrie in the game to make it to where he doesn't have to get pulled away for the basket much. But right now it's kind of surprising it's only a 9-point game.
And John, obviously the thing you want to talk about is adjustments. Obviously the highlight of the game thus far has been all Adam Guthrie on the inside. Is this something Unioto can scheme to stop, or is it more you just have to hope he has a less efficient second half and you have a more efficient half on the offensive side yourself?
Don't flop, but you're leaning into him when he gets the ball. He's leaning into you before he goes up for a shot. Take it to the chest. Right now, Unioto is trying to guard him inside with their arms on him, which I thought was a foul normally, but they've got two arms on him. So because of that, Guthrie can kind of do whatever because he's getting the contact. If you go body to body with him and he drops the shoulder into you, that's going to be a charge. But you have to take it. For Unioto, they need to have KB Perkins on the floor because not only averaged closer to double-double last year, just under 9 points, 9 rebounds a game. Not only is he a very good rebounder, but very good scorer. He's left-handed, does a good job inside. But he helps your offense get going because right now they have no interior threat at all on the offensive side. So Miami Trace can expand that zone a little bit, or they can stay in man because Unioto hasn't shown that they can score against it. I think this first 4 minutes is going to be super important, especially for Unioto. It should be Miami Trace ball coming out. Should have been Unioto ball to start the second quarter, but it originally went to Miami Trace. So we'll see. So Unioto's got to knock down some shots. For Miami Trace, just keep doing what you're doing. They're playing pretty well. You can't let Unioto get going from three.
And John, obviously this being the opening night for both of these teams, us as well, but some very exciting matchups this past Wednesday, and I believe Tuesday there were some other matchups, or maybe it was Wednesday Thursday was down in Kennewick.
No one played yesterday. It was Thanksgiving, sir.
Tuesday and Wednesday.
No.
Just Wednesday.
Wednesday and Friday.
Wednesday and Friday.
Yeah. They had to skip Thanksgiving. So, no, Wednesday was the first night of boys play. Girls started their season last Friday, I believe. And, yeah, there's some exciting matchups. First boys game I saw this year, probably the first boys game played in the state, had Amanda Clear Creek hit a put back at the buzzer to beat Huntington. And what was a very competitive back-and-forth game. Huntington got out to a pretty good lead. For SVC fans that may be watching this game, Huntington looked pretty good. Kind of fell apart down the stretch as I believe it was an 8-0 run to finish the contest for Amanda Clear Creek. But, yeah, that was one exciting. St. Trace looked really good in their pretty dominant win over Circleville, a Circleville team that had a lot of size on them. Landon Jarrell was out for St. Trace, probably will be for a while. And for them to win a non-conference game over a solid opponent, it speaks highly of what they're going to be able to do this year as well.
A little less than a minute before the second quarter starts. We'll take a very quick break. You're watching Ohio High School boys basketball on Southern Ohio Sports Authority, presented by Ohio Health.
Richard. Countless nights in the garage. 8 shiny new Pistons. 1 very happy 16-year-old granddaughter. And 2 years since starting cancer treatment at Ohio Health.
We welcome you back to the Vermeer Heartland Gymnasium here at Miami Trace High School. The Panthers are carrying a 9-point lead heading into the third quarter. Here tonight, the season opening matchup for both the Miami Trace Panthers as well as the Unioto Shermans also opened up last season with each other as well.
Yeah, in that game, Miami Trace shot very poorly, and Unioto was able to rebound and get out and go, and thus had a pretty easy win in that. But that was a game where KB Perkins was able to be on the court throughout. He's barely played, and they need to have him out there because right now they're getting good minutes from their first-time varsity starters in Jackson Zickafoose and Caden Cutright. It's just right now not getting the scoring from Blake Fitch. Hey, but I will say, shout out to the officials for having the players tuck their jerseys in 16 minutes into the game.
So the first possession of the second half goes with Miami Trace. And it begins as the first half ended with Adam Guthrie underneath for 2.
Yeah, just go right out the guy with 3 fouls. Smart, good job by Guthrie.
11-point lead now for the Panthers. Unioto quickly the other way, can't answer. Salyers, nice pass down the floor. Julian Baker converts on the other end. 34-21 here in the third quarter for Miami Trace.
How about the worst possible start you could have had there for the Shermans? Great start for Miami Trace, though. Great pass on the break for Sky Salyers. Good finish from Julian Baker.
Fitch puts it on the floor, looks for the jumper. Nice defense from Guthrie inside. Hoops looking inside for Perkins. It's tipped away by Baker as Fitch corrals the loose ball.
Probably a double dribble.
Fitch now backs it out. The Shermans scoreless in the first minute. Fitch mishandles the pass, now double team. Up the right sideline, across the court to Zickafoose, and a timeout for Unioto. It'll be a full timeout for the Shermans. We'll step aside. You're watching Ohio High School boys basketball on Southern Ohio Sports Authority, presented by Ohio Health.
Glo Fiber is now in Ohio. And with gig speed fiber internet, we're keeping things real. As in real, reliable speeds. Real people who really want to talk to you. Not to mention, real simple pricing. Switch to Glo Fiber today to get real fast, real reliable fiber internet and your first month free. Glo Fiber is here. Welcome to Glo-Hio. Call 1-833-WANT-GLO or visit glofiber.com to switch today.
Kimberly. Tons of practice. One chop away from a black belt. 7 of the best sidekicks. And 5 years since her cancer diagnosis at Ohio Health.
We welcome you back to the Vermeer Heartland Gymnasium here at Miami Trace High School with John Bruce and Dewey Daly bringing you tonight's coverage. A 13-point lead for the Panthers. A little over a minute into the third quarter here tonight. Sherman still looking for their first points in the second half. Zickafoose to cut right now, back to Zickafoose. Cut right now, back to the top of the key with Zickafoose up the right side. Into the corner of Hoops, driving, looking across the court for Cutright. It's out of bounds and a turnover for Unioto.
I didn't write it down, but I think it was 5:09 left in the second quarter when it was 21-all. Unioto has not scored since then. It's been nearly a quarter, full 8 minutes of play.
Panthers with a 4-0 run to begin the half. Bowers puts it on the floor, feet inside, Guthrie. Guarded by Perkins, Guthrie up for the layup, drops it in for 2. The junior now with 21 points on the night. Matching Unioto's total as Fitch is found going the other way. This one will be on the floor as it is called on the 6'3 senior Trey Robinette.
Yeah, Guthrie just doing whatever he wants inside at this point. 21 points, he's missed 1 shot. So Unioto cannot handle him in any way. Just very impressive from Guthrie.
Fitch a deep 3 from the right side, connects. First points for the Shermans here in the third quarter.
That's a lead from 15 down to 12. Now if you're Coach Combs, you just want to try to get it under 10 after the quarter and give yourself a chance late.
And Guthrie, right after crossing the timeline, called for the travel. The Shermans force the turnover and take over, trailing by 12. Shermans now into the half court as Cutright takes it to the left side. Entry pass into Perkins. Now Zickafoos cross court to Fitch. Fitch back to Cutright. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Can't connect. Rebound goes to Robinette. Guthrie in transition, hands it off to Bowers. Off the screen, Bowers steps back beyond the arc and feeds it into the corner. A baseline drive from Robinette. Can't connect on the reverse layup. Now back out Sawyers from downtown. Puts it in.
Yeah, a big shot from Sky Sawyers there. Good find. Good way to stick with it for Trey Robinette as well.
Lead back up to 15 for Miami Trace. Sawyers, his first 3 points of the night. It's an entry pass into Fitch. The foul will be called on Adam Guthrie, his second on the night.
Yeah, the length that Miami Trace has is really causing a lot of trouble for the Unioto guards at the top, so they're having to start their offense further away.
Fitch into Hoops, top of the key three, off the right side of the rim. Fitch fighting for the rebound and takes a hard fall as he comes back down to the hardwood. The foul is called on Adam Guthrie, so back-to-back quick fouls on the junior. He now has 3 on the night. Fitch seemingly okay. He will now inbound underneath. And Adam Guthrie will check out for the first time tonight as Cade Whitaker comes into the match for the Panthers.
Let's see if the Shermans can take advantage, but it's a 15-point game, so it's going to be hard for them to take advantage of Guthrie not being in right now.
Shermans move it around the arc. Back to Fitch. Hoops wide open on the left side. This Cutright takes it to the center of the court. Baseline drive. Perkins underneath. Can't get it to go. Corrals the offensive rebound and is fouled prior to the shot. So 3 fouls on this possession alone for Miami Trace. This one called on Cade Whitaker, his second. 4th foul. A little less than halfway through the third quarter for the Panthers. Fitch running out of time. A bounce pass into the right corner for Zickafoos. Hoops left side, flips it out beyond the arc. Jackson Zickafoos from downtown connects.
Nice find on the baseline by Hoops. Cuts it back down to 12.
39-27, Panthers leading halfway through the third. Robinette driving, spinning, underneath. What a play by the 6'3 senior, as he now has 6 points on the night. Sherman's quickly down the floor the other way. It's off the screen, Hoops, no shot out to Fitch. Beyond the arc, off the front iron, rebound Cade Whitaker. 14-point lead for Miami Trace. Julian Baker kicks it out. Whitaker can't connect. Rebound for Perkins. Now Fitch across the timeline. Into the left corner. The shot from Cutright is tipped by Sawyers.
His 3rd foul on Cutright.
Foul on Cutright, the first of the second half for Unioto. Three fouls now for Cutright. He has 5 points on the night. Full court pressure by Unioto. Robinette set to inbound. Panthers across the timeline. Whitaker hands it off. This is Luke Armstrong back into the contest for Miami Trace. Sawyers crosses over and draws the foul. It's on Blake Fitch. That'll be his second. Fitch coming off of a sophomore season where he averaged a little over 12 points per game thus far, just 3 points for the junior. Robinette driving inside. He draws the foul on the shot. It looks like it'll be on David Long. So Robinette will head to the line with an opportunity to extend Miami Trace's 14-point lead with exactly 3 minutes to go in the quarter.
So Robinette only 1 for 4 at the line so far. Probably the only downfall of his game so far has been that free throw shooting.
First shot for Robinette is good. Panthers now tying the game high in terms of lead. Now 16 points, the highest lead of the night for Miami Trace. 8 points for Robinette. Fitch. Give and go with Hoops, driving towards the baseline. Jackson Zickafoos from the left corner, can't connect. Rebound goes to Miami Trace. Robinette in transition, Zickafoos takes it away. 3-on-3 fast break, Zickafoos taking it all the way. Finger roll layup is good.
Good action there by Jackson Zickafoos.
Whitaker takes it across the timeline, looking underneath. Sky Salyers can't get it to go, but draws the foul. Isaac Coy picks up the foul. That'll be his first.
Salyers' first trip to the line, knocked down a big three on the corner a little bit earlier in the quarter.
First shot for Salyers was good as KB Perkins checks back in, as does Jack Welch and Caden Cutright. Julian Baker back into the contest for Miami Trace. Salyers knocks down the pair, lead back up to 16 for the Panthers. Fitch, way downtown, can't get it to go. Rebound, Whitaker. Salyers takes it up the right sideline. Now Baker in the corner, back out to Gage Bowers. Bowers going to work on Cutright, picks up his dribble, cross court. Sky Salyers from downtown, in and out. Rebound Perkins, and Baker called for the defensive foul.
Yeah, another good look that time for Salyers. Unable to get it fall. Good job there by Perkins on the box out, and he's going to go to the line. Be the the third and fourth attempts for the Shermans of the game. 0 for 2 so far.
The fifth foul here in the third quarter. Of course, the new fouling and free throw rule installed last season as Perkins unable to knock down the first. So all it takes is 5 fouls in a single quarter, 5 team fouls in a single quarter, and it's right into the double bonus for the other team. Perkins knocks down 1 of 2, and David Long will check back in for KB Perkins.
Yeah, as you said, the double bonus. There's no more 1-on-1 in high school basketball, which takes, I guess, a hair of skill away. But
Panthers quickly down the floor, and Caden Cutright called for the foul. That is his 4th.
Now, Gage Bowers gets a chance for his first career points. He'll get 2 foul shots.
So the rookie Gage Bowers steps to the line. The Panthers leading by 15. Bowers the only Panther on the floor without a point tonight. He's unable to knock down the first. Blake Hoops back in for Caden Cutright. Second shot for Bowers as he rolls it over the front iron, and the lead is back up to 16 for Miami Trace.
First point to 1,000.
Fitch hands it off to Welch. Now Hoops puts it on the floor, right-handed drive, up with the left hand, can't get it to go off the glass, but draws the foul. Julian Baker called for his third. 6th of the quarter for Miami Trace. First shot for Hoops is good.
He missed his first 2. Now has 9 points for a team high.
Trey Robinette back into the contest for Julian Baker. As Hoops knocks down the pair. Zikafous checks in for David Long.
Sherman's going to try to speed him up a little bit. It hasn't worked yet, but down 14, you got to do what you can.
Armstrong inbounds up the right sideline to Robinette as he takes it across half court. Robinette drives into the corner. Sky Salyers from downtown connects.
Good drive and kick there by Trey Robinette. I believe this is the biggest lead of the game now at 17.
49-32. Finch the other way answers with a layup off the glass. Miami Trace quickly into the half court.
Stepped out of bounds.
As Salyers towed the sideline, that'll hand it back to the Shermans, who trail by 15 with a little less than 60 seconds to go here in the third.
Yeah, they're going to get the ball to start the fourth. Cut it to 12 here. Still got a kind of a fighter's chance there.
KB Perkins back in for the Shermans. Fitch underneath, wide open is Perkins. Counted and the foul.
And really, that's what you did not want if you're Miami Trace, because now you get a chance to score with the clock stop. They're going to be able to get Perkins out on defense as well, and that's just a great find by Fitch. Is Perkins wide open underneath. That's 8 assists now for Blake Fitch.
A slow start to the season for KB Perkins. However, the 6'4 senior with 3 points here in the third quarter. Panthers quickly the other way. Bowers backs it out, hands it off. Robinette left side. 30 seconds to go in the third.
I think you're probably taking it to the last shot or a layup or a wide open three if you can.
Robinette loses the handle as Hoops corrals the loose ball. 17 seconds to go in the quarter. In transition, Hoops loses the handle. It's taken away. Gage Bowers. One-on-one break. Bowers underneath. What a find. Cade Whitaker finishes on the other end.
Just an absolute winning play by the freshman.
2 seconds to go. Fitch from downtown draws the foul.
And then about the exact opposite on that. It should be 3. Oh, that's a bad miss. He jumped for about 3 feet behind the line.
A circus shot by Blake Fitch seemingly took off from beyond the arc. Originally ruled a 2-point foul. However, the officials are coming together, and it looks like the other two are saying 3. And no, it will remain a 2-point shot.
Yeah, he was at least 3 feet behind the line. That's an atrocious miss. Like, it's not close. I mean, you don't have to watch our replay, which you can by rewinding it, but like, that's not close at all.
So 2 shots for Finch in the final second of the third quarter, knocks down the first. .2 of a second to go in the third, and Finch knocks down the pair. Whitaker inbounds the basketball, and Miami Trace will take a 13-point lead into the final quarter of regulation. We'll step aside. You're watching Ohio High School boys basketball on Southern Ohio Sports Authority, presented by Ohio.
Mark. 6 months of training. 8 miles to go.
You
got the smart.
A three-way tie for almost last place.
You look good in these shorts, right?
And 3 years since he and his team at Ohio Health left cancer in the dust.
If there's not a Parmar store near you now, there will be soon. That's the slogan, and that's what we believe at Parmar stores. From groceries to gas and all the other stuff you need, Parmar has it. Download the Parmar app for even more savings, and don't forget the Parmar Rewards Card too. We also believe in being a big part of your community, so look for us at the ball game or wherever you are. Shop us today, like us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and remember, if there's not a Parmar store near you now, there will be soon.
We welcome you back to the Vermeer Heartland Gymnasium here at Miami Trace High School. 51-38 is our score as we head to the fourth quarter. Tonight's contest is brought to you locally in part by Fayette Financial. Allstate Insurance, real people who answer the phone, call you back, and live in your communities. Give Brian Pettit with Allstate a call at 740-239-5229, and he will get you all settled in. A 13-point lead for Miami Trace. 8 minutes to go in regulation. Fourth quarter will start off with Unioto. Baseline drive for KB Perkins, calling for the travel. He'll turn it over.
I don't want to sound like a homer. That was one of the worst calls I've ever seen to end the last quarter. That call is correct. But, oof.
Robinette, a football throw downfield, a grab on Bowers on the other end. Can you expect much else from a senior quarterback as Trey Robinette hooks up with Gage Bowers? Length of the court, 2 points on the other end for the freshman.
And he got fouled. Honestly, it's a great pass, great finish for the freshman.
53-38 is our score. Blake Finch, a contested three from way downtown, can't connect. Rebound, Robinette. Blake Hoops called for the foul. That'll be the second on Hoops. He leads the Shermans with 10 points on the night. And an offensive foul underneath.
4 on Baker.
6 points on the night for Baker.
I'll tell you what, too. We're down by the scorers table. So many kids through the first 3 games are just running onto the court, without checking in. Last year, I was at a game where Coach Pearson at Southwebster, the last thing he was saying to the players before was go to the X. Don't run into the court. For whatever reason, people just, I'm guessing it's AAU culture, where you just you're just going in the game. But, there's a big X on the floor. You got to check in. Both teams, all 3 games, have been doing it.
So a 15-point lead for the Panthers, 60 seconds into the fourth quarter. Entry pass, Perkins. Loses the handle, flips it out to the right sideline. Fitch corrals the loose ball. Into the corner. Zickafoos pump fakes out to Cutright, and Robinette will pick up his second foul on the night. Second foul of the quarter for Miami Trace. Fitch, backdoor pass to Hoops.
Hit a foot.
And a kickball on the Panthers. It'll stay down on this end with Unioto. Fitch inbounding underneath into Hoops. Back to Fitch now. Pass from Zickafoos tipped into the backcourt. As Fitch retrieves it and brings it back to the Sherman side. Blake Hoops, left side three, can't connect. This one out of bounds on the Shermans.
Yeah, we're probably going to see Perkins not get a whole lot more time just because still making his way back from the injury. Playing a little better here in the second half when he's got more time. But it has not made a difference at all tonight.
Robinette into the half court, tripped up, and the foul will be called on Blake Hoops. That'll be his third.
I say that's where, we don't necessarily hear the whistles and whatnot. Didn't hear a whistle at all. That was not just tripping on his own. Robinette's played really well for the Panthers, and really, even without just looking, I feel like they've played very well as a team. They've moved the ball really well. They played excellent defense, using their zone really well. But when they've got open looks, they've knocked them down. It's been a lot of Adam Guthrie, but even when he went out there in the third quarter, they didn't lose any ground on the lead.
Salyer set to inbound underneath. And a timeout for the Panthers. Ben Ackley uses his second on the night. 30-second timeout for the Panthers.
Yeah, they're going to just set up probably their favorite out-of-bounds play here. It's 53-38 is the score. We're on the floor, so our scoreboard camera is being blocked pretty consistently. We were trying different things in the early games. It just kind of didn't work out. What we thought was going to work out has not, because the person at the scores table has pretty decent posture. I was kind of hoping they wouldn't, and kind of lean forward, but just kind of where we're at makes it to where you're seeing some random scores put up, but 53-38 right now. It's been all Miami Trace. Even with only, Adam Guthrie only scoring 4 in that third quarter, they still outscored the Shermans 21-17 and have been just really impressive overall here to start the season.
Three timeouts remaining for both squads. Quick inbound to Bowers. Now Guthrie. Guthrie underneath, can't roll it in, and that'll more than likely be a goaltend on the Panthers. So I believe it was Robinette going up top while the ball was still rolling around the rim. KB Perkins will check back in for the Shermans.
Good effort
in for
there
David Long.
Good effort from David Long, but maybe better effort there from Trey Robinette. That would have been
shorts-worthy.
Yeah, that would have been real nice if that would have gone down for the senior quarterback.
Seen him put the quarterbacking skills on display tonight. The length of the court pass ahead to the freshman Gage Bowers, who converted on the other end for 2. Sound defense from the Panthers. 5:25 to go in the fourth. Zikafus into Finch, pump fakes, feed underneath. Perkins off the glass for 2.
A good find there by Blake Finch's 9th assist. A lot of time taken on that possession, so they needed to make sure it finished in the basket. Now just had to put together some stops on the defensive end.
And an arid pass from Robinette. Just mentioned the quarterbacking skills, not that time around for Robinette.
Only the 10th turnover, though, for the Panthers, so they've been pretty efficient on the offensive end.
Perkins back out, top of the key 3 for Zikafus, can't connect, a rebound for Salyers. Bowers up the sideline, feeds it to Whitaker, up with the right hand, draws the foul, count it. And 1 for the junior.
Great job running the break, good find, great finish. Second on Zikafus. Whitaker now at the line, he has 6. This will be his first shot at the line tonight.
Everybody getting a piece of the pie on the offensive side for Miami Trace. Whitaker unable to convert the three-point play. Rebound Perkins. Fitch quickly the other way. Penetrates inside, out to Hoops. Deep three from the top of the key. Buries the triple. Timeout, Unioto.
I think it has to be a full.
Full timeout for the Shermans. We'll step aside. 55-43 is our score with 4:29 to go in the quarter. You're watching Ohio High School boys basketball on Southern Ohio Sports Authority, presented by Ohio Health.
This broadcast is brought to you in part by Willie and Son Trucking. Willie and Son Trucking has been a proud supporter of local student athletes, coaches, and athletic programs throughout its history. Be sure to look out for the Shack Athlete of the Week presented by Willie and Son Trucking each week at SOSAOhio.com.
Caleb Williams has transferred to Wendy's for the new loaded nacho cheeseburger.
This burger's my inspiration, and I just hope to inspire you.
Oh, you have inspired us.
Thought we were doing names on the headband.
Get it together. Choose wisely. Choose Wendy's new loaded nacho cheeseburger.
Since 1853, Tomlinson Insurance has been protecting families, farms, and businesses in our community. As an independent agency, we offer personalized coverage for your auto, home, farm, and business, plus health and life insurance too. And we proudly partner with Erie Insurance to give you peace of mind with reliable coverage at competitive rates. Tomlinson Insurance. Let our history be your future. Call us today at 740-773-4181 or visit us at tomlinsonins.com.
We welcome you back to the Vermeer Heartland Gymnasium here at Miami Trace High School. The Panthers out in front, 55-43, a little less than halfway through the fourth quarter. Robinette pushes it ahead to Whitaker. Into the right corner, Salyers feet underneath Guthrie, one-on-one with Fitch, who forces the myth, and it goes out of bounds. Last touched by Adam Guthrie. A great job by Fitch on the defensive side to force the miss.
Yeah, the backside comes to, try to make it to where Guthrie can't just pull down that offensive rebound easily as well. Got a chance to get within 10 for the first time since the very beginning of the second half.
Halfway through the fourth quarter, 55-43 Miami Trace. Zickafoos has it poked away, and it'll be ruled out of bounds on the Shermans. Sky Salyers forces the takeaway. A big-time defensive play by the senior Sky Salyers. As Guthrie takes it up the left sideline, now Robinette into the half court. Out to Whitaker, now back inside. Guthrie up for the layup, counted in the foul.
Yeah, at that point when you're that, for Isaac Coy as a sophomore, when you're that undersized, you've got to just let him go once he gets there, because you're not going to be able to get the ball loose from someone as big and strong as Guthrie. And he just finishes there at the hoop. Good find, good cut. He cuts so well for a guy his size. Like I mentioned in the pregame, his footwork is really good as it is, but his effort is really good as well.
23 points on the night, make it 24 for Adam Guthrie. 15-point lead for the Panthers, 3:45 to go in the fourth. Right side, the pass is tipped by Salyers. It'll stay on this end with Unioto. Sherman's taking their time, dribbling the ball around the arc. Pass underneath is nearly taken away as Whitaker.
Must have stepped out. But like we're on floor level. Coach Ackley's calling out every action that Unioto is looking to do. Out of bounds plays, in their zone breakers. It's been really well done by Coach Ackley and his staff so far tonight.
Hoops pump fakes, now lets it go from downtown, connects. Blake Hoops with 16 points on the night.
He's knocked down 4 threes. If there's anything for the Shermans to look at positively, that would be it.
Quickly the other way, Sky Salyers answers with a layup, and the lead is back up to 14. Timeout, Miami Trace.
A good find in transition, good finish by Salyers. Like I've been saying, Unio's tried to get them sped up, and it has not happened at all.
We'll step aside. You're watching Ohio High School boys basketball on Southern Ohio Sports Authority, presented by Ohio Health.
Hey, Mike Glockner here from the Glockner family of dealerships. Want to talk to you about our express service that we offer at every Glockner location. Did you know that you don't need an appointment if you need a routine service done to your vehicle? All you have to do is show up. No appointment necessary. Stop by and let us serve you at any Glockner location today.
Richard. Countless nights in the garage. 8 shiny new pistons. 1 very happy 16-year-old granddaughter. And 2 years since starting cancer treatment at Ohio Health.
60-46 is our score as we welcome you back into the Vermeer Heartland Gymnasium here at Miami Trace High School. The Panthers with a double-digit lead, 2:44 remaining here in the fourth quarter. It will be Unioto basketball coming out of the Miami Trace timeout.
Yeah, this was a 21-all game about midway through the second quarter, and then a massive run that went midway through the third quarter for the Panthers. Made this to where it's going to be a pretty easy win for them.
Left side, Caden Cutright cannot connect from downtown. Will be Miami Trace basketball underneath. Looked like the ball may have went up over the backboard. Panthers now into the half court with Robinette at the top of the key. There's Blake Fitch called for the defensive foul. That'll be his third. 5th team foul in the quarter for the Shermans, so that'll send Robinette to the line. 2 shots coming up.
Robinette now 4 of 7 at the line after knocking that one down. Missed his first 3, and he's been on target since. I didn't want to say it. I didn't want to jinx it. So
1 of 2 on the trip for Robinette. Lead up to 15 for the Panthers. Hoops trying to thread the needle into the right corner to Perkins. It's tipped out of bounds. It will remain on this end with Unioto.
They're just too long for that. You got to get that a little higher on your entry.
Fitch in to Cutright, top of the key. Now Hoops driving baseline, loses the handle out of bounds, last touched by the Shermans. It'll be going the other way with Miami Trace. Guthrie swings it over Salyers' right side. Now into the right corner, Sky Salyers can't connect from downtown, rebound Fitch. On the break, Blake Fitch has it poked away, Gage Bowers. Retreating back to the defensive side, a great play in transition by the freshman.
Yeah, just hustling everywhere. It's been a really impressive just effort overall for Miami Trace.
Fitch inbounding underneath, and Zikafus rejected by Robinette.
It better be on the other one.
Robinette called for the foul.
absolutely clean. But what can you do?
So Jackson Zickafoos heads to the line, shooting 2, knocks down the first. He is now in double digits on the night. Zickafoos knocks down the pair.
And the sub to get the defense set up.
.137 to go here in the fourth. Robinette lobs it up the right sideline to Whitaker, now Salyers. And a foul on Fitch, that'll be his fourth.
Salyers' second trip to the line, he's 2 for 2. Hit a couple big shots there in that third quarter. He's got 10. And a big 8 points after Guthrie left the game with 3 fouls. And really has been a huge difference maker.
Blake Fitch pulls up from 15, connects, timeout Unioto. It'll be a full timeout for the Shermans. So we'll take a quick break. You're watching Ohio High School boys basketball on Southern Ohio Sports Authority, presented by Ohio.
Glo Fiber is now in Ohio. And with gig speed fiber internet, we're keeping things real. As in real reliable speeds. Real people who really want to talk to you. Not to mention, real simple pricing. Switch to Glo Fiber today to get real fast, real reliable fiber internet and your first month free. Glo Fiber is here. Welcome to Glo-Hio. Call 1-833-WANT-GLO or visit glofiber.com to switch today.
Kimberly. Tons of practice. One chop away from a black belt. 7 of the best sidekicks. And 5 years since her cancer diagnosis at Ohio Health.
(63-50), Miami Trace leading as we welcome you back into tonight's coverage. 1:20 to go here in the fourth quarter. Inbound into Robinette, back to Bowers, who draws the foul.
He split a pair in his last trip. Their inbound, that's got to be nice to have, what's Guthrie officially listed as here? 6'7" as your outlet man because he's got good hands, good touch. And he can just come up and he can be your outlet man. And as opposed to some of these teams that have to use smaller guys and maybe it can be tougher to get in, but usually that big guy is being guarded by another big guy. Four points now for the freshman Bowers.
Bowers knocks down the pair. 65-50, and Bowers with a quick steal going the other way. Isaac Coy picks up the foul around half court. It'll be Robinette heading to the line for 2 shots.
Like that's inexcusable. You can't have that from a senior on the inbounds. And you and it's a great play by Gage Bowers. That's all it comes down to. It's a great play. It's a lazy play on one end, but a great play on the other. And you give credit for that.
First shot for Robinette was good. He is now into double digits with 10 points on the night. One of 3 Panthers in double digits in the season opener.
now with Coach Combs bringing out some starters. Looks like the Panthers are going to clear their bench as well. Bryson Yeoman, Avery Bennett making their first appearances.
Two of two on the trip for Robinette. 17-point lead for the Panthers. Right side, Jackson Zickafoos connects from downtown.
Yeah, Zickafoos had a really nice game overall. 14 now.
Pass ahead, it's brought in by Avery Bennett. Cross court to Salyers, who is fouled. It'll be Jack Welch, the sophomore.
Salyers 4 for 4 at the line, gets a chance to add on. He's 12 points, second on the team right now. He is benched on not to foul anymore. Matthew Bernard will be coming into the game. Should be a nice hand for Adam Guthrie. He's going to finish with 24 points, 6 rebounds on the game for Guthrie. 2 assists as well. Salyers up to 14.
Those football fans, Ironton with a 63-21 win over West Salem as Zickafoos is unable to connect from downtown. As Mitchell and Matthew Bernard get tangled up underneath, it'll stay on this end with Unioto.
Yeah,
actually, it'll go the other way with Miami Trace.
Yeah, Ironton gets to play for a state championship game next week, so that's pretty exciting.
The Panthers will now look to dribble this one out as Robinette takes it across the timeline. For Unioto, the last 2 losses in the program have come here at the Vermeer Heartland Gymnasium. To Logan Elm back in March, and to Miami Trace to begin the 2024-25 season. 69-53 will be the final. The Panthers begin their season 1-0. The Shermans fall to 0-1 to begin the season. We'll take a quick break. You've been watching Ohio High School boys basketball on Southern Ohio Sports Authority, presented by Ohio.
Hey, Mike Glockner here from the Glockner family of dealerships. Want to talk to you about our express service that we offer at every Glockner location. Did you know that you don't need an appointment if you need a routine service done to your vehicle? All you have to do is show up. No appointment necessary. Stop by and let us serve you at any Glockner location today.
Glo Fiber is now in Ohio. And with gig speed fiber internet, we're keeping things real. As in real, reliable speeds. Real people who really want to talk to you. Not to mention, real simple pricing. Switch to Glo Fiber today to get real fast, real reliable fiber internet and your first month free. Glo Fiber is here. Welcome to Glo-Hio. Call 1-833-WANT-GLO or visit glofiber.com to switch today.
Since 1853, Tomlinson Insurance has been protecting families, farms, and businesses in our community. As an independent agency, we offer personalized coverage for your auto, home, farm, and business, plus health and life insurance too. And we proudly partner with Erie Insurance to give you peace of mind with reliable coverage at competitive rates. Tomlinson Insurance. Let our history be your future. Call us today at 740-773-4181 or visit us at tomlinsonins.com.
Mark. 6 months of training. 8 miles to go. A 3-way tie for almost last place.
Look good in these shorts, right?
And 3 years since he and his team at Ohio Health left cancer in the dust.
If there's not a Par Mar store near you now, there will be soon. That's the slogan, and that's what we believe at Par-Mar stores. From groceries to gas and all the other stuff you need, Par-Mar has it. Download the Par-Mar app for even more savings, and don't forget the Par-Mar rewards card too. We also believe in being a big part of your community, so look for us at the ball game or wherever you are. Shop us today, like us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and remember, if there's not a Par-Mar store near you now, there will be soon.
Caleb Williams has transferred to Wendy's for the new loaded nacho cheeseburger.
This burger's my inspiration, and I just hope to inspire you.
Oh, you have inspired us.
Thought we were doing names on the headband.
Get it together. Choose wisely. Choose Wendy's new loaded nacho cheeseburger.
This broadcast is brought to you in part by Willie and Son Trucking. Willie and Son Trucking has been a proud supporter of local student athletes, coaches, and athletic programs throughout its history. Be sure to look out for the Shack Athlete of the Week presented by Willie and Son Trucking each week at SOSAOhio.com.
I assure you there is not 1 second remaining. I'm not sure what's going on with our clock. But nonetheless, a 69-53 final from the Vermeer Heartland Gymnasium here at Miami Trace High School. Big thank you to Kenneth A. for making the trip up here to Miami Trace to open up tonight's this season's streaming season. A big-time win for Miami Trace to open up their season. And although not a league contest, it kind of puts them on the map. If you didn't get a chance to check out our most recent episode of Overtime presented by Perfection One, we highlighted all of the different conferences around the coverage area, obviously the Frontier Athletic Conference being one of them, and we mentioned this is a Miami Trace team that won the FAC last year, graduated a lot of talent, lost guests obviously to Kettering Alting, but it was still a team that was bringing back some talent as well. I personally picked Jackson to win that conference a few days ago. Miami Trace with a big statement win here tonight.
Yeah, I if you would have asked me, I would have said Jackson Hillsborough, but after seeing this tonight, it's not just Adam Guthrie. It was a very good display. Sky Sawyers, Trey Robinette, both in double figures as well. Julian Baker didn't play a whole lot in the second half because of foul trouble, but had a really hot start. Gage Bowers, a freshman, looked really good early. I mean, I was just really impressed with what they were able to put together. Really, first quarter is back and forth. We had 5 lead changes in it. The last one came as Luke Armstrong hit a three, about a 24, 25-footer to end the first quarter. It made it a 19-17 lead for Miami Trace after the first. Unioto eventually tied it at 21. After it was 21 all. After that, it was all Miami Trace as they finished the half on a 9-0 run. I believe it got up to a 16-0 run or a 15-0 run, somewhere along those lines, before Unioto was able to score in the second half. So it was just really pretty dominating performance from Miami Trace, led by Big Adam Guthrie, 24 points, 6 rebounds, 3 assists as well. Like just a nice night overall for Guthrie. 10 for 13 from the field. He was also 4 of 5 from the line. You can't do a whole lot better than that in a debut when he missed a lot of the preseason with injury. So, just a dominating performance from Guthrie. And then, as I mentioned, Sky Sawyers, 14 points, all in the second half, had 8 in the third, obviously 6 in the fourth, then 4 rebounds. Trey Robinette, 11 points, 7 rebounds, 3 assists, including a dime where he hit Gage Bowers early in the fourth quarter. And to me, that felt like that was kind of it, because Unioto got it back down to, I think, 11 or 12 at the time, and that just made it to where there wasn't really anything Unioto could do to get any headway back. Julian Baker finished with 6 points, 6 rebounds. Gage Bowers at his debut, 5 points, a couple of steals, a couple of assists as well. Cade Whitaker had 6 points off the bench, and then the aforementioned Luke Armstrong with 3 points off the bench. So a nice night overall for the Panthers and their 69-53 season opening victory. For Unioto, they were led by Blake Hoops with 16 points, hit 4 threes on the night. An improved shooting stroke from him as he was 4 for 7 from deep, but they just couldn't get over the top at all. 14 points in his varsity debut for Jackson Zickafoose. Had a nice game overall with 3 steals as well. Blake Fitch overall a nice game, 9 points, 10 assists, had a couple of rebounds as well. just really couldn't get it going scoring-wise, but was finding teammates, just, a little bit behind the 8 ball there. And then the big one, KB Perkins, 5 points, only 4 rebounds. We knew coming in he was going to have to really compete with Adam Guthrie. Got in some foul trouble early and never really got going like he really would have, or Coach Combs would have liked to get as well. 5 points also for Caden Cartwright. Had a couple rebounds, couple steals as well, and 4 points for Dawson Mitchell off the bench, along with 4 rebounds. So, yeah, really impressed with what Miami Trace was able to do tonight, as once they got the lead, it was all Panthers from there.
69-53 final here from the Vermeer Heartland Gymnasium. Tonight's contest was brought to you locally in part by Fayette Financial Insurance Solutions, tailored right for you by locals. Give Brian Pettit with Allstate a call at 740-239-5229 for your free quote today. Also be sure to check out the most recent episode of Overtime presented by Perfection One. You can find that either on the website at sosaohio.com or the YouTube page under the podcast tab. Also be sure to check out the debut of the Haynes Total Health Care Coaches call-in show that will debut sometime tomorrow. We're thinking tomorrow night, but it seems like it could also come out tomorrow morning as well. I wish I could give you a more accurate estimation of when that would come out.
Film it.
But I don't know. It will be filmed tonight, hosted by Jaron Cox and former Unioto coach Matt Hoops. But should be a good time. A lot of local coaches calling in. I'm sure at some point both Matt Combs and Ben Ackley, he just actually asked us if we wanted to talk to him on air. We don't typically do that, but hopefully Ackley.
Especially with the new scoreboard show. But I will say Coach Ackley did an outstanding job.
Absolutely. And hopefully Ben Ackley, a future participant of the Haynes Total Health Care Coaches call-in show. So 69-53 the final. Big thank you to Kenneth Hay once again for making the trip down, or I guess over to Miami Trace this afternoon. 69-53 final.
I was going to say he went into work at 6 a.m. this morning.
Did.
So,
worked the Black Friday shift at J.C. Penney.
Yeah, it's 9:20 at night right now, so kudos to him for not falling asleep on us, I hope. I didn't really watch the game on our thing, so if it got caught behind any, it was because Kenneth fell asleep.
He's eyeballing us right now. All right.
Yeah.
One more time. I think I've said it 4 or 5 times. 69-53 the final from the Vermeer Heartland Gymnasium. For John Bruce, Kenneth Hay, and Dewey Daly, we say so long. You've been watching Ohio High School boys basketball on Southern Ohio Sports Authority, presented by Ohio Health.